It's a secret society. All they ask is trust. Blessings to all my soul survivors out there. Thank you for taking the time. I'm Magnetic Intuition. You know, I was thinking to myself, a lot of people out here don't know how to spiritually protect themselves. So I definitely wanted to make a video on how to alchemize negative energy. And I always talk about this, right? 40% of our population in America are devil worshippers, right? That's what they choose to do. That's their life. You understand what I'm saying? In a perfect world, I would always wish if someone was a devil worshiper, they could just kind of like live in their own world, and not hurt anyone. But unfortunately, when you have that devil energy in you, that's the whole point of being a part of the devil energy, is to hurt others, to hold people back, and to keep your own agenda, or better yet, to have the devil's agenda succeed. Excuse the lighting is, thrown off in here. But anyhow, definitely wanted to get started with that, give y'all some insight on how to redirect the energy and turn it into positive energy, which is alchemizing energy. The number one thing I would recommend is sunlight. That's number one, right? Sunlight's going to be number one. Simple fact that, on those rainy days, on those dark nights, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're never like energized when it rains. You're never energized when it's dark. But when the sun outside, you get that energy. Always get that energy, right? You always feel like there's a higher power helping you. And it's just natural, right? We always want sunny days, Whenever we talk about beautiful days, we always talk about a sunny day most of the time, right? And I know people that like the rain too, and there's nothing wrong with the rain. We have to, we need water. That's how we survive, right? We're 75 to 80% water in our body. So more or less, I have no issues with the rain. I have no issues with the nighttime, right? But we know how we get down at night. Like, it could really go down at night, you know what I'm saying? But more or less, the sunlight is like an energy booster. It raises our vibrations. It cleanses us at the same time. We have to sweat, you understand what I'm saying? There's two ways that we can detox. And one of the ways is through sweating, right? So the sun helps us do that, of course. I mean, you could do it the unnatural way, through the sauna, which isn't bad. If, in the wintertime, that's cool. In the summertime, just go outside. Hell, springtime, just go outside, sweat. So I would say to alchemize energy, one of the top things I would recommend to do is to get in the sun. Right? Natural healer for you. And then I would say after that, it just goes on, right? There's really no order to this besides the sun, right? I would say laughter, right? I laugh at my enemies when they come up with the stupidest ideas to destroy me, right? When they come into a dream state and do retarded things, I laugh. I wake up and I laugh, like literally. Even if it's a nightmare, I'll be like, damn, bro, like, this is only in the dream state. Dude. We're real. Now we're in real time now, you feel me? Now we're in real time. Even though dreams are real, you have to take your dreams and, learn from it. But always laugh at your enemies. Because they're the ones that's throwing you the negative energy, the witchcraft, the stumbling blocks. Always laugh at your enemies. Even if you have to, watch some comedy, which is a great idea, right? I don't watch comedy as much because I make my own self laugh. The things that I go through every day is laughable to me because I have thousands of people follow you around every day by car, by walking, by bike, through your laptop, through cameras, through helicopters, through planes, through police. I mean, it's hilarious to me. You just let me know how strong I am. Plain and simple. So laughter is a great way to alchemize negative energy. Definitely one of my tops, right? Number 3, no order. Besides the sun, right? The sun gotta be number 1. But of course, the next I would recommend is your diet, right? You are what you eat, right? So if you stay healthy, and try to keep a balanced diet, that consists of mainly fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, mainly plant-based, of course, right? That's what I recommend, right? Vegan diet. Eat junk. You eat junk every once in a while, Have your cheat days once a week at least, no problem. But for the most part, you should be focused, stay balanced, keep a balanced diet, You stay balanced, no one could push you off balance, So that diet is like tops, keeps you top quality at all times, at all given times, at any given time. Be ready so you don't have to get ready, right? So focusing on that diet so when those spiritual attacks come at you, it won't, like, it'll barely touch you, It'll bounce right off you, So make sure you're drinking that water, man. When you first wake up in the morning, drink 2 glasses of water. That'll keep you balanced right then and there. And after you eat, each meal, the less you eat, I can guarantee you the more energy you'll have. If you're eating these big meals, if you're eating 3 times a day, heavy meals 3 times a day, you're going to have less energy than eating 2 meals. You understand what I'm saying? Or 2 meals with snacks, You'll have more energy that way. If you eat 1 meal, you'll have way more energy. And of course, I'm a big proponent of fasting, so if you fast, you're definitely going to have energy. After that second day of fasting, if you do a multi-day fast, after that second day, you're not even going to be hungry anymore. The first 24 hours could be a little difficult. The first 48 could be difficult, but after that, you're not even hungry anymore. You just got to make sure you keep that liquid in your body, whether it's water, whether it's tea. If you want to do calories with it, then the smoothies, it's all good. But for the most part, I would say your diet keeps you at top quality and helps your mood, helps your emotions. Because that's what happens, right? When somebody's throwing negative energy away, they're trying to imbalance your emotions. So those are my tops right there, to maintain alchemism. If that's even a word, man. To alchemize negative energy. Alright? Those are my tops right there. More or less. But to add a few more, get rest. Rest is one of the top important things to your health, right? So if you're not sleeping and you're steady thinking about or how people did you dirty, you know, that's gonna hurt you. Get rest, you know. Get your 7 hours, 8 hours of sleep, depending on who you are, right? Some people only need 6 hours. Just depends on who you are. You know, but sleep is gonna definitely help you alchemize negative energy. Yeah, inner chi, right? Yeah. And like I said, the sun, right? Outdoors. Staying outdoors is important. Going to parks, going to natural parks. Like I always mention to y'all, make sure you go and, you know, get your feet out in the grass. You know? If you like to work out, you know, the gym is another place, right? Like I said, park and the gym is all the same, right? Because you're getting your workout in. Or if you like to work at home, exercise. Exercising is going to help you alchemize negative energy. All right? Reading. It's going to help you alchemize negative energy. Of course, if you love to read the Bible, right? You know? I'm playing catch up with the Bible, you know? So, there's plenty of books you can read, you know? Plenty of books you can read to alchemize negative energy. But those are my tops, I would say. You know, I hope everyone's blessed, everyone's prayed up. And of course, you know, the most fun thing to do to alchemize negative energy for your boy, for fun, is travel. So I would say traveling, of course, that good old vacation, right? Traveling is going to be, as far as fun-wise, especially traveling will be number one for me. Alright? So stay blessed, people. Stay prayed up. I'm Magnetic Intuition. God bless. I'm out of here.